Hey y'all, it's me Scherilyn, and I am here at Just Goodness 333 Little Homestead. Today I want to talk to you about heat-loving spinach. Also heat-loving summer greens. So stay tuned. Okay. The first spinach I want to talk to you about is found right here in this kind of wilting jar of flowers. This is Lago spinach right here. And it is a lovely thing to add to your garden. My rabbits love it, my chickens love it. It grows prolifically, it reseeds itself and comes back up year after year if you don't disturb the soil too much. And it's also extremely easy to propagate, even if you only have a few seeds and you want to get started with a lot. I'll show you that in just a minute. This is the third batch of flowers that I have put into this beautiful mason jar, and I keep this on my windowsill in the kitchen. I'm trying to find there we go, maybe. Okay, so anyhow, this this spinach, and it's spinach, it's Lago spinach. Doesn't it just look like a coleus? And if you guys have been with the channel very long, or if you've gone back and looked at some of my other videos, there was a video I did, and I highly recommend if you want to grow in the summertime and want to grow some leafy greens and see what you can grow, even beans and eggplants and all sorts of things that you can grow in the heat of summer, July and August, even here in Zone 10. Go back and watch that. It's called What I'm Growing in August. I'll link it in the description below. Anyhow, this is the third batch of zinnias. My zinnias, today's August 7th, and my zinnias, even though I haven't grown food in the garden this year, the zinnias that I had planted in spring are still going. Can you believe it? They are still going strong. And so I have just been enjoying their beauty, and that, you know, feels like summer. And they're just awesome. I love zinnias. To me, zinnias are just like they're my most favorite flower. They're extremely hardy, but they also look delicate, and they look like that typical cottage flower. But you guys, we're not here to talk about flowers. We're to talk about spinach. So this is the third batch of flowers, like I said, that I have put in this jar, and I thought I would have to replace the spinach. This is the original spinach that I put in here just as a plant filler. And I want to show you guys something. It's time to change out these flowers, but I want to show you something amazing. Now I'm going to compost these, so they're not going to go to waste. Look at this, you're not going to believe this. The reason I did not have to replace this spinach is because it's growing. It's rooted itself. I could take these and plant them in the garden right away, and as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that. Let's go do that. I'm getting my green stalk planters ready for fall planting. I've washed them all and laid them out in the sun to dry. I think next to this pretty little birdhouse we rescued off the side of the road years ago because someone threw them out because they were already starting to rot. And then Lucas had to have them, and then we put some fence slats on them, and even that's starting to rot. But we just love them. I think right here in this corner would be a good place to plant this spinach. And my Dollar General trowel. It's kind of cheap, it's got a plastic handle, but we're always losing these. So this was $1 from Dollar General. Isn't that lovely? Now let's grab some scissors and go look at the original plant that I got that Lago spinach from. The log of spinach I planted out in the spring, and you can see right here in a second how massive and monstrous and beautiful this is. And I apologize in advance for the rooster crowing contest and for the sunlight. But let's try to get a good angle and look at this stuff. Isn't it just lovely? And it's very ornamental as well. And check this one out. And there's another there. Now I apologize for the noise over here. Not only is there a rooster crowing contest going on, but I also have, let me go turn the fan off. That I keep a fan on the rabbits in the summertime. In case you didn't hear me over the rooster, I said I keep a fan over the rabbits, on the rabbits, in the summertime. Now I've got the camera pointed way up there because I want you to see how tall this log of spinach is next to me. It is planted about 18 inches above the ground in a big pot. Now I was going to go and harvest some sweet potato vines to go in our flower arrangements, and they will do exactly the same thing as the log of spinach. They will sit in that water and produce roots, and then you can plant them back out in your garden. That's how I make sweet potato slips if I don't have sprouted sweet potatoes. But instead, let's go pick some zinnias, because the potatoes will look a little bug-eaten and they're not going to be really good in our flower arrangement, but they will be really delicious for the bunnies later. But let's go get some zinnias. So I was hunting zinnias, and look what I found. These sweet potatoes have volunteered here. I was searching on that side for pretty sweet potato vines to go in our arrangement. I didn't even come to this side of the trellis. And look at this. Isn't that absolutely breathtaking? I didn't plant these sweet potatoes, if I didn't say that before. They volunteered here, and I'm very glad they did. Look at that. That's so pretty. They're acting as a ground cover for this area. We'll also have a little harvest of sweet potatoes, and this is really, really good chicken and rabbit forage. Cows love them too, but I don't have cows yet. Now, I am by no means a master florist, but I think these turned out lovely. Let me show you. We have the zinnias, the sweet potato vines, the log of spinach, and you can hardly see the log of spinach in here for all the other beautiful things, but it makes a really, really pretty filler. And the beautiful sweet potato flowers, I don't know how long they'll last on here, but these, it's just beautiful. The sweet potato vine, the log of spinach, and this is going to sit in my windowsill and bring me joy for probably at least a week. The zinnias will last, and then hopefully they're still hanging on in the garden, and I'll be able to have them for a long time. And I'm also getting ready to plant more, but in a few weeks. Let me show you the other one. This one I'm going to leave out here in the plant nursery and see how it does. It gets a little hot under here even though we're under 40% shade cloth and we don't get super direct sun. But I am just super thrilled with these. This is going to sit out here, and in about 3 weeks the sweet potato vines should have sprouted roots and the log of spinach should have sprouted roots, and then we would be able to plant them out in the garden if we so wished. And when I trimmed all the bottom leaves, because when you're making flower arrangement you like to take off the bottom leaves, I got this lovely bowl of leafy greens. Now let me tell you what we could do with this. We could just compost them or drop them around our plants in the garden as a green mulch. We could feed them to the rabbits. We could eat them. I might go harvest some eggs, gather some eggs this morning, and have a nice omelet. Maybe. We'll see. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out in the garden with me today and making beautiful flower arrangements and learning, hopefully learning a little bit more about summer greens that you can have even in August in Zone 10A in South Florida, in the heat, in the full sun. Sweet potato vines and log of spinach are probably forever going to be a part of my spring, summer, fall garden. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I may or may not go make an omelet, I don't know. Might hang out till lunch and eat some of that roast chicken that I have inside. Until next time, bye y'all.